We have my mother and my brother here today, and we are going to make cream puffs. Mom is... Mom has been making these for years for us, and she says there's a secret to them, so she's going to let us know that secret today. So I think most of you know my brother Rick.
Hello.
And this is my mom, Marmee, is what most people know my mom by. And so, did you get this recipe originally? Did Doris teach it to you?
No, I just got found it in the cookbook and thought it'd be something fun to make.
So it's an old Betty Crocker or Better Homes and Garden cookbook. And I don't know if you're aware that they do change the recipes in here. So I did take a picture of Mom's because I wasn't sure if Mom's and mine was the same age. You can see I've got kind of age, my pages are starting to yellow. So this is the recipe we're going to do today. And is it boiling? I think so, huh? So it says melt the butter in 1 cup of boiling water. So how much butter we got? I didn't see that.
I think that's 1 cube.
It says...
Melt the butter and the water in a pan on the stove.
Oh, it's got to be on the stove?
Yes, the butter and the water in a pan on the stove.
Okay.
And melt it together. That way saves heating up your water or your butter.
So I already made a mistake. I didn't read the directions. So I boiled the water in the microwave, but it's there. And how much butter?
We need 1/2 cup of butter, 1/2 cup.
Okay.
So.
When we get these long, skinny sticks of butter, I always get confused, even though they're the same size as the short fat ones.
I was going to say they look like they're bigger cubes.
But they're not. They trick us.
Does it take 2 of them to make a 1/2 cup?
No, it takes 2 of them to make a cup.
Oh, you're making a cup of...
It says a 1/2 cup, Ricky.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was a 1/2 cup.
Yeah, so we just need 1.
We were going to be buttery.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not allowed to cook on my own.
And you're gonna need 2 cups of flour and some salt. And I suggest putting in the salt, even though we don't usually use salt.
Yeah, when you're baking, it's more of a recipe.
Yeah.
So we're gonna need 2 cups of flour. I got a little
2
measuring cup.
cups of flour.
This says 1 cup, Mom.
Oh, okay, 1 cup, whatever it says.
Okay.
That's why we have the cookbook.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to overfill the cup that you're measuring in, and then you're going to want to take your knife and kind of pat it down, and then you're going to smooth it off. And if you have any spots like that, you want to fill this in, particularly with baking, because baking is more of a science. So there we've got 1 cup of flour. I thought we were going to do 2, so. And if you do it on a plate like this, then you can put your leftover flour back in here. This one. Okay, so it says melt the butter in 1 cup of water. So is it melted, Rick?
Not yet, I need a stirrer stick.
How do you guys know there's a spoon?
A spoon.
Okay. You can cut the butter in.
I'm making tiny pieces of butter.
Yeah. So it'll melt faster. So is the butter melted, Rick?
Yes, so we're going to reduce the heat.
So it says stir vigorously, stir until forms a ball, don't separate. No, so you can reduce the heat a little, but you don't really need to. Yeah, that's pretty low. Okay, so keep stirring.
And now you're just gonna stir it into a soft dough. Just keep stirring it until
Keep
it
stirring.
becomes a soft dough. I always had a pan that had a handle, so you don't have.
This is not user friendly.
Here's another, I got your pot holder. What do I do with it? Oh, right there. Here. I think it's good, Rick. Let me see.
Use that pot holder, that handle's warm.
Yeah.
I got most of all the white.
Yeah, well, just hold it. Just hold it, and it'll all just go in one smooth big ball. Just roll the pan around. Don't stir it at all. Just roll it.
That's why I was gonna use a smaller one. And then I realized we're gonna put all this in here, so.
Yeah, that's doing good. Okay, now you gotta get all your eggs ready.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Actually, there wasn't any secret to it.
Okay, so Rick, I always put the egg in here just so if there's any shells.
Yeah, well, we're gonna let this cool a bit before we add the eggs. By the time you get them all cracked, you'll probably be ready to start adding them.
Can I put them all together in here?
Well, you're gonna add them one at a time, so
Okay.
whatever you need to do to add them one at a
No,
time.
they're going to recycle.
Looks shellless.
Just a second.
I think you're ready to start. Make a hole in the middle of that and just
Here, let me see what this
dump
is.
one in and start mixing, and then
Yeah, on a grease sheet, on a grease cookie sheet. Okay, so we're gonna make a hole in the middle of this
yeah, just kind of
and pour.
nest.
And it says to, where's the egg? Or, but you just use a spoon still?
Yeah, just use a spoon and stir it in.
Beating, okay.
That's a little better for
That's what I did, and I'm trying to get it off the spoon. Okay, let's go on to the next one.
Ready?
Yep.
And then you get all mixed up, you can just turn the pan and get it back into the ball again.
Okay.
And then you can serve them out.
That one almost acts like it's two yolks. Look how yellow it is.
Yeah.
So Ricky, I have these spatulas that are like spoons. They're called spoonulas. And I switched to it because the other was sticking to my spoon. Okay, so I'm gonna get it. I don't think it's gonna, I think it's gonna stick to the pan, Mom. I don't think it's gonna do what you
Yeah,
want.
but it may not form a ball again.
I can form a ball, but I'm not gonna be able to roll it around the pan. It's pretty
Yeah.
sticky.
Yeah. Well, then just put it on your, and you have to get a thing this big. You have to go real little.
Okay.
Because of the expansion.
Yeah, they really
Okay.
puff up.
All right.
I
so-
think I remember that as a kid, them puffing up with a little tiny clump
Yeah.
to a big puffy.
Okay, so Rick, a secret is you can, if you don't mind the grease, you can spray this on your hand, and then you rub this together, and then that way when you're put it into a ball, it doesn't stick to your hand.
Mm.
So you take this like this, Mom?
Yes, that would make a small little thing.
Okay.
And you really don't have to make it into a ball. You just drop it on the cookie
Oh,
sheet.
okay, we don't have to get our hands
No,
sticky.
no, just drop it
You're
on
doing a fine job. I'm going to observe you.
Okay, well then I'm gonna use your spoon.
whatever size you want. I mean, to make it,
They said put them about 3
Maybe
inches.
we gotta put the oil on the spoon
No,
so it
just
comes
take-
off.
Or just use 2 spoons, make a quenelle.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, those are gonna be just little sort of appetizer like ones I make for the chicken salad.
Yeah.
But then the bigger ones you need about 3 times that big for.
So this would make a bigger one?
Yeah, that won't make a very big one, but that would be
Really?
about a medium.
And we need to make them more like this?
That'd be a huge one.
For the cream filling,
Yeah.
for the ones that for the dessert ones.
Yeah.
In the raw form, they're not as good as the brownie spoons.
No. Yeah, because this really isn't just nothing but flour. That's why butter and flour.
And egg,
Yeah. So
which
let's
was
see.
a staple
It
thing
says
in our
3
family
inches
growing
apart,
up
make
was
cheese.
raw egg.
It doesn't say. Oh, it makes 10. We made.
8.
Okay. Oven's hot at 400.
Do you want some?
No thanks.
And then you're not gonna eat that, right, Rick?
I told you raw egg.
30 minutes.
Here's the 30 minutes on high, and then it's lower.
This says, it just doesn't say, it says bake about 30 minutes. We don't change the temperature.
Oh, well, now my recipe changes the temperature.
Okay, so this just says, drop in heaping tablespoons 3 inches apart on greased cookie sheet. Bake at 400 till golden brown and puffy, about 30 minutes. Remove from ovens, split, cool on rack. So with the rack ready.
Well, I couldn't do it anymore because you need to, with my recipe, you need to reduce the temperature after about 10 minutes.
So hopefully this will come out as good as yours.
I'm sure it'll be perfect.
Okay, so it says it's done, so let's look. Woohoo!
Wow, this is great.
These are beautiful. So we're gonna, it says to split them and put them on the cooling rack. So I'm gonna move the cooling rack over here. Different than the cookbook says. Mom says that these rest for about 20 minutes and then we'll split them. So I'm gonna go ahead and move them to the cooling rack. And so when I started to make these originally, I was trying to make the balls nice, but you don't want to make the balls nice because you want them to be all kind of fun shaped like this. Okay, so we're letting those cool. Our cream puffs came out fantastic. And so all we're going to do now you can stuff these with chicken salad. You can make them a little smaller. Chicken stuff. Mom usually makes them smaller and they're appetizer chicken salad sandwiches. In this case, I'm going to make them as a dessert. I'm just going to cut them part way through. Okay. And then instead of using heavy whipping cream because I'm not supposed to have dairy, I'm using this non-dairy coconut Ready Whip. Taking a shortcut here. And so all you do is you lift this up and you can see it's all nice and airy. And you just serve it like that. I wonder if I'm almost out already.
It doesn't last very long.
There's somewhere in there. That's enough. And then there you go. Yum.